Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Sad news from the movie world from yesterday, I think. Roger Corman passed away. Great, one of the greatest names in independent cinema, especially in the realms of horror and sci-fi, fantasy. Um, yeah, he was 98 years old. I remember as a kid, they had a late great horror show on. That was our local horror movie host thing. It was like a jet personality. Jim Cook was there, and he was always funny, but he never dressed up like a monster, not like that. He just dressed up like himself. And he used to show movies, and they used to have American International, and now I started they were stupid. That was the company that Roger Corman helped fund. He did like his first movie, Monster on the Ocean Floor, for I think $10,000 or less. And from that he formed, and it's that one's only okay. And then he went on to do a whole bunch of other movies, including I talked with Turtle about this, Little Shop of Horrors, and she remembers the remake they did in the 80s with Rick Moranis and Steve Martin, which was great also, the musical. And I was talking about the black and white one that was shot in 2 days. And a lot of times some of the movies get like 4 stars, three and a half, 4 stars. And he also did those great Edgar Allan Poe adaptations like Fall of the House of Usher, Mask of Red Death, Oblong Box, a whole bunch of really great stuff. And he helped discover a lot of actors like Dick Miller, Jack Nicholson, and that was the one that played the crazy dentist patient in the original Little House of Horrors. And then Jack Nicholson was in probably one of the strangest Roger Corman movies ever, The Terror, because they were shooting a movie called The Raven, big budget movie, and then they had Boris Karloff as some, and they wanted to use him in another movie, The Terror, and it was like very incomprehensible. I mean, strange movie, but it was different for what it was. It was definitely an interesting watch. And then he left there. He formed like New World Pictures, Concord, New Horizon, a lot of different. And then he was filming stuff for sci-fi. He did like Sharktopus, and he did Sharktopus versus Terracuda, and a whole bunch of other ones, including the one with Conan O'Brien starring it, which was really funny. I had finally had John watch that part where Conan O'Brien has a small part in it, which was really entertaining. And that was before the days of before Sharknado came about. But I mean, he also gave a lot of people like their acting, like directing stuff, like Joe Dante. Joe Dante did like he had the trailers for him, and then he ended up doing Piranha for New World Pictures, Roger Corman movie. And then like Ron Howard, he gave Ron Howard his directorial start with Eat My Dust, which was okay. And then a year or so later, Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto was awesome. And Grand Theft Auto and Death Race 2000, perfect double bill. I'd probably show the R-rated one later. But I mean, they both had the same guy narrating the race. So that's what makes it a good double bill. Whereas Death Race 2000 was funny too. But I mean, also the violence and stuff. This one is more like a Cannonball Run type thing. But very, very entertaining. Most people don't remember that stuff. But he gave Ron Howard the stuff. But I mean, and then Roger Corman would say like, I'd like to be, if you give me a shot, I want to be in one of your pictures. I know Roger Corman was in Apollo 13. And he would say, oh, look at all this waste, because Roger Corman's really good at saving money and stuff. And the weird thing is, like, there was a movie called Dirty Duck, or it's called Down and Dirty Duck. But I remember on the video release from Africa Embassy, it said Dirty Duck. Originally, it was going to be called Cheap. And then it was going to be, and then people, because Roger Corman was in charge of the company, New World Pictures, and people were going to think it said Roger Corman's Cheap, so he had him change the title. And then Dirty Duck was actually a comic strip from Playboy magazine. And then they ended up changing it Down and Dirty Duck. But I remember renting the VHS tape from Avco Embassy, and it was Dirty Duck on there. And the weird thing is, it said rated X. At the beginning, it said rated X, but that was never submitted. And then you see, like, New Virgin, where that part's blacked out. I guess it was never submitted to the MPAA. They never gave it an X rating. And this is like mainstream X, not like dirty, not like triple X, you know, like porno and stuff like that, like Fritz the Cat. Clockwork Orange, Midnight Cowboy type stuff. No, Roger Corman was incredible talent. He discovered so many people. Dick Miller was, and helped out so many different people. He lived to be 98, which is really good. He did stuff for Sci-Fi. He had a lot of stuff like associate producer, associate director thing, and then he directed, and then a couple things. He had uncredited director. He directed Battle Beyond the Stars, a really cool Star Wars knockoff, which I haven't seen in forever. I remember seeing it on NBC at the nightly movie, which was great. Rest in peace, Roger Corman. You'll be missed. You were a true talent and a true inspiration for independent cinema, you know. And it was weird because he got like a chance to direct like I think he directed something for 20th Century Fox. He did Frankenstein Unbound, which I love that movie. I can't remember. I don't think it showed at PX, at the Army Theater, PX Theater, because I mean it was right down the street from me, so I ended up having to rent it. And I thought it was fantastic. I didn't see it. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it at the theater. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Been cool if I did, though. No, Frankenstein Unbound was really good with John Hurt. Like a time-traveling Frankenstein movie. But I was always a big fan of Roger Corman. And, yeah, may he rest in peace. So, I hope you liked this video, buddy. Rest in peace to the great Roger Corman. Lived to be 98. That's an incredible feat in itself. Hope you like the video, buddy. Till next time, please take care, my legion.